It's getting close. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? If you're feeling it, then that's good. If you aren't, then fine. But yes, it's time. I'm recording this video on the 14th of July, so depending on when you're watching this, this might not seem relevant, but nonetheless, I'm going to talk about the subject anyway, because, auto assembly, it's drawing very, very, very close. Hey everybody, Sam here, I was on Spoken for getting ready for another video, and talking about auto assembly, because it's 4 or 5 weeks away, I believe. Yeah, we're getting very, very close. So this is kind of, sort of a, I don't know what you would call it, sort of a hopes and fears waffling thing that I've seen put up. I've seen Nolsey do a video about this, and I've recently seen Tony Thrussell, Time of SG1, do a video about this. I've seen a few people put up a video about this, and just talking a little bit about the hopes and fears, what are you going to buy, what are you going to do, and just what aren't you going to do, and all the stuff that you would probably do at a convention like this, and the do's and the don'ts. But also specifically regarding the fact that this year's auto assembly is a very important one, because it's sadly going to be the last of the convention. Yeah, and I'm sad about it, but I'm trying not to be sad about it, if that makes any sense. Basically because I don't want to spend the entire time just going on and being just moping about this, for all the right reasons. But at the same time, though, it's kind of hard not to when you really think about it, because, just changing the subject a little bit, auto assembly, and I've just finished watching Thrussell's review on this. Auto assembly has been, for the most part, a fantastic, fun, engaging convention where I have met some of the most fantastic people that I will always consider to be as friends. And if you live in another part of the world, if you're a Transformers fan, you've never experienced auto assembly. If you've experienced other conventions and you might have had the same social impact, then that's probably a very good thing. With auto assembly, I can't speak for any other convention goer who's experienced this, but something about auto assembly really makes you want to just go and experience the social side of things, and that's great. But yeah, auto assembly for me now has become always about the people. The people for me are the fun part of things, about enjoying this convention. So, with that said, I'm talking a little bit about the enjoyment of auto assembly and what it is about auto assembly that makes you want to go. I think that for me and for a few other people, I mean, it's always going to be about the people, and at the same time, it's always going to be about the toys, because, let's face it, if you're going there for anything, you're going there to buy plastic. You're going there to buy toys of characters that you like, or just toys. Don't necessarily have to like the character, but if you want to buy the toy, that's fine. But I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to really talk about auto assembly and really just feel. I can't think of the word for it, but auto assembly really is a fun convention, and it's going to be a shame to see it just go. But you know what? I think that, being optimistic about it for a second, I really hope, and I really think that there is going to be some way around this. There's going to be, I hope that there's going to be someone taking over from this. So, with that being said, on to the, I guess we can call it the hopes and fears side of things. The hopes and the fears. Let's talk a little bit about the hopes. And also as well, because I'm going to try and drag this on a little bit, talk a little bit about the do's and the don'ts to any newcomers who are going for the first time, and this is sort of a reference video to look on whenever you need advice. Anyway, so hopes and fears. My hopes for this convention. I just hope it's going to be a good time. I really hope it's going to be a fantastic, wonderful time. And you know what? Every last auto assembly that I've been to has been a fun convention. Has been fun and exciting and engaging, and it's made me want to go and have fun and just really experience the convention from a social viewpoint. Probably not so much nowadays from a toy viewpoint, but from a social side of things. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go there for the people, and so the hopes really are somewhat thin in this list. So but at the same time, I will add one hope, and this kind of it's one side of hope and one side of fear, if that makes any sense. The hope, I'm hoping, and I'm pretty sure that there is going to be something announced. There's going to by the end of the day, or by the end of the weekend, that there'll be an announcement of what will happen next regarding the convention and and who will be taking over and whether or not there'll be anything else on from that. People are still considering rollout roll call, but I'm sort of iffy about rollout roll call, if I'm being quite honest. Um, but the hope and the fear is that if if there is anything announced, whether anybody will be taking over this convention or anybody will not be taking this over this convention, so it's kind of a hope fear thing. So that's really all I can really say regarding that. Not that many hopes and fears for me. I'm excited for it. I'm really pumped. I'm already in the Transformers mood, as you can kind of see at the moment. I'm fiddling around with this. I'm going to be doing a review of this Generations Rhinox probably this Friday if I can find the time, and also as well because I'm drawing him as well because I'm getting in the mood for Transformers art, so I'm drawing him just to kill some time. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I know it's going to be a really good convention. I know that the people who are going to this soiree have always made it a good convention. I think it's always the people that bring something grand to a grand weekend. And you know, it's I was thinking about this the other day, and I was thinking about how what is it about the people that make the convention a great experience. And I think it's really that whole case of each person who's been going to auto assembly has brought something special with them. What I mean by that, we each are born differently. And I'm sorry if I'm kind of changing the subject again, but we're all born differently, and we all have something to contribute in our own lives, and we each bring something that is meaningful and grand and unique to our personalities, and we each bring something special to each other's lives, whether they are good or bad or whatever you really want to call it. Personally, for me, I would go ahead and say that probably I'm a bit of a moody prick, so I can kind of go ahead and say I'm a bit moody. I know I've been called moody at times by certain people, but yeah. Also having a lot of opinions regarding certain things, whether it's the dislikes of Transformers Prime or the dislikes of Prometheus, etc., etc. You all know who you are, so I won't mention names, but I can put I can put the name in the hat and then pull it out and say, oh, it's so and so. Da, da, da. But yeah, I mean, it's always the people. It's always about the people that makes these conventions worth going to, and probably why I really enjoy going to them. So, hopes and fears wise, always people, make the convention worth experiencing. So we each bring something special. We each bring something great to the convention going experience, and it's the people that make the convention worth going to. Because if it's going to be a convention based on whatever franchise you follow, then chances are you're going to see that same person again, and you're going to build a friendship with those people. And I think those friendships last forever. I honestly think they do. I want them to. I'm probably one of I normally wouldn't say this because it sounds a little bit sappy and a bit cliche. But when you really look at it in a I guess you can call it a magical way, it's strange. You know, it's strange when people enter your lives and you build a connection and a bond with them, and it's things like that that make those people special. So people always going to be a good thing. So on to the quick little do's and the don'ts thing. All I'm going to say, because this is going to be something that really is people will bring up, and it's a vital. This is a sort of thing that is going to become a thing in these videos. When you're going to auto assembly, and keeping in mind this is in August, and in August it's the summer, and it's going to be very warm and very muggy and very sweaty. So all I will suggest to anyone who is going for the first time, shower. And bring a change of clothes with you, because you do not want to be spending the 3 days of the weekend in a hotel in a sweat-smelling hole, smelling of sweat and arse, but mostly sweat, being very uncomfortable, and that smell on top of many people is an uncomfortable mix of unhygienic claustrophobia, and nobody would like to be around you if you smell. So, and plus as well, you don't want to be accused of being blanked out, because if somebody, like for example, if you say hi and then the guy or the girl you're talking to just walks directly past you and doesn't even notice that you did say hi, or maybe he or she did, and you're wondering, why does that person walk past me without even giving me so much as a hello? That person might probably have walked past you because you smell. So bring a change of clothes, bring a change of clothes, shower, because it's going to be very important. Hygiene is an important thing when in these conventions, and bring money as well. I was going to this is kind of a thing if you are going there to buy toys, but specifically though, bring money if you're buying toys, or if you're going to be buying food or drink, because by the end of the weekend you're going to be you're going to be quite tight on money, and if you need money for a drink and you haven't got any money, then you need to have money with you on standby. And plus as well, I would advise you use the cash machine as well, because the cash machine of the hotel charges you as well. So make sure you have extras. Have extra money and more money just in case you are going. And if you're getting lots and lots of stuff, toys to buy, food to eat, drinks to drink, make sure you have a lot of money with you on standby. So that's really all I can say regarding that. Is make sure that when you go to the convention, you actually come prepared, because going to a convention unprepared will ultimately ruin the experience for you. And if you haven't got anything with you, then it makes the convention a little bit boring, because not having enough money, and certainly not having enough of anything really, it really makes the convention go by with you not doing anything, and that's never a good thing. So, final thoughts on this video before I sign off. I am excited for it. I'm pumped. I'm ready. I've already mentioned this already. I'm bringing my sketchpad with me. So if anybody else is bringing, if anyone else is bringing their drawing stuff, let's make a little drawing club at one point around the bar, and we can spend the entire weekend just drawing and talking shit. Because you know what? A convention like this, we need to expand on not only our fun, but as well as our creativity. So being creative is always a good thing. Yeah, so I'm running out of things to say at this point. But yeah, auto assembly, I'm getting very excited, and I'm pretty sure some of you are as well. So until then, I will see you later. Take care.